Welcome to Games Overboard. I'm PJ.
I'm Dan.
I just like how as soon as the music starts playing, everyone's just like
nods their head.
Everyone's nodding. Mm-hmm. You can't not.
I know, it's great stuff.
To it. So let's start with that, I guess, and say huge thank you to David Gledhill of Slow Mo for letting us use his song "Boy from the City."
Thank you very much.
As our new intro song.
It's one of our favorite songs, so.
Yep. Link in the comments to what he's up to now. He makes like really cool soundscapes and stuff like that.
Yeah?
Yeah. So anyways, now that we got that out of the way, welcome back.
Oh, thanks. I'm here.
There we got Angie again.
Wasn't able to introduce herself because she was laughing too hard.
I was.
It happens. It happens.
But to be fair, you were the ones that made me laugh. So
well, yeah, that's what we do.
Kind of your fault.
Is it?
I think it's more enjoyable for us than for the people listening.
Probably they don't know how you were calling me names earlier either. So.
This is one we definitely should have recorded.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I did it last week. PJ, what game do we have from this week?
We played Libertalia from Stonemaier Games. Designed. This is the Otama rulebook. It won't help me there.
No.
Designed by Paolo Mori and art by Lamaro Smith.
So a big shout out and thank you to
Stonemaier Games for hooking us up with this.
Yes. This isn't a new game, per se.
It's actually a remake. This is a fairly old game, and it was originally... Now, correct... Someone could correct me if I'm wrong here, but it was like about pirates. And then they re-themed it to like Sky Pirates. And
I've always wanted to be a sky pirate.
Yeah. Updated the artwork, some of the rules, things like that.
Check that off the bucket list.
One less thing down.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm looking stuff up.
Maybe you should have been prepared.
I wasn't even sure this was what we were playing until we got here. So it was purported to be a pirate colony founded in the late 17th century in Madagascar.
You just Googled Libertalia, not Libertalia board game.
No, that's the Wikipedia. That's still pretty awesome, but the board game itself is based on all of that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean, this is awesome.
Though I would say that, real Libertalia didn't have, like, kangaroo surgeons.
Kangaroo barf.
Kangaroo barf?
Oh, boy.
We're back to that again.
It just comes
back to
up
that.
in everyday conversation.
Snake oil comes back around.
Oh, well, it always does. It always does. So, this game is probably going to be in my top 5 favorites after playing this not once, but twice today.
It was pretty fun.
This game is... It's just awesome. The rules are...
Simple.
Mm-hmm.
Simple, but gameplay-wise, I'd say, on the difficulty scale, I'd say it's a little bit like an intermediate.
I must be getting better at it because I didn't really struggle like I normally do.
No, you didn't. You didn't. I only say intermediate because it's got a lot of working parts to it.
True, it's fiddly, I guess.
Fiddly.
I hope it's not on a roof.
Huh.
I was thinking that, but I wasn't going to say it because it was dumb.
I thought it was a great bad joke.
I liked it.
Thank you, PJ.
That's usually not a good sign.
Yeah, well, it just means it was
Usually means it is dumb.
Great minds think alike. Great minds think alike.
Is that why you two kept playing the same cards?
Yeah,
that's pretty much.
Game.
I had to switch up my entire thought process for this.
So the way the game plays, and again, with new song, let's just real quick go over the show. How we don't do a big teach, we just kind of vaguely go over the overview of the game and stuff like that. If you want to teach, go on YouTube, watch Rodney Smith.
Yeah, we're not the ones for that.
So, anyways, the way the game plays is you put cards down, you simultaneously play a card from your hand, and then you order them according to the value that's in the upper right-hand corner of the card.
Yep, they're all numbered 1 through 40.
30.
Yeah, 30.
1 through 30.
Yeah, 1 through 30.
And when you get the cards all lined up in order there.
Yeah, that's right now.
Did you just come out of cornfield?
Yes, I did. You shut your mouth, young lady.
So anyways, the cards are all
Get
on the
a
line.
switch.
Oh boy. The cards are all on the line.
I'm not going to be allowed to be on the podcast anymore.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
Well, hold up now.
Oh, wait a minute.
I think Angie brings something to the table.
I think she does. Besides another player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just a player.
So, you line up the cards. Now, cards have either a little sun icon on them for a daytime ability, or a sunset icon on them for a dusk ability, or a little moon icon for night.
It's a game of nighttime, daytime.
Is that a thing? Is that a thing we should know about?
I was just thinking the Night Man Cometh from It's Always Sunny.
No, it's a
Is
thing.
that a thing?
Oh yeah, look it up.
No, it's a thing from a video of a whole bunch of animals. It's this big black bird, and he puts his wings up over his face. It's
Oh,
like nighttime, daytime.
gosh, I forgot about that video. Yep.
You want to play a big game of nighttime, daytime with me? We used to do it at work all the time. Anyway, sorry.
When the cards are all lined up, you go from left to right, and anyone who has a sun icon activates them in order.
Mm-hmm.
Once you do that, you go from right to left, activating any dusk icon in order. And you're collecting loot as you do that. And then once everyone's done with that, everyone simultaneously does their night abilities.
If you have any.
Yeah, if you have any. And then you repeat for the next day of your voyage.
We forgot the part that at dusk, after you take your loot, you put your card into your ship.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's
And-
important, because your nighttime only happens
When you're in your
when
ship.
you're in your ship.
Yes.
That's right. So the whole thing just recycles until you're out of days.
Well, I guess we didn't really say how you start either.
No,
I wasn't going to worry too
Yeah, no.
much about it.
No.
just know that if you, depending on how many voyages you take, you can take up to 3 voyages.
Yeah. Well, you have to take 3 voyages.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, shut it, guys. Anyway, your first voyage is only 4 days, your second's 5, and then your third is 6. So you're going to be retracing your steps
Yeah.
constantly in this game.
I guess we could go back to it because it is
Because
interesting.
that's how you start your hand.
Yeah, exactly. Where like one person just randomly draws 6 cards from their deck of 40, and then everyone has to find those same exact 6 cards, and then from there, you all have the same characters, but you play them in different ways.
So the very first round, you're all playing with the same.
Exactly,
hand.
you have
Yeah.
the same hand.
So with the two of you that think like you're kind of screwed.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
You're playing and getting screwed with the same hand?
Yeah.
My.
Well, we are a little kinky here. We just don't talk about the aftermath. Shanna.
Listen, whatever you do in the basement stays in the basement. I'm not judging.
But yeah, so I wasn't sure. This happens to me a lot with Stonemaier games, which is weird because he's like my favorite designer. All of his games are wins with me. But as I was reading it and I watched a playthrough of it online, I'm like, is this game going to have any meat to it? Like, is this really going to amount to anything? And then we ended up playing, several times and immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has, I think it has
And this
a
game
lot
was
of-
just intense.
It has a lot of depth to it. I wouldn't say depth. It has a lot of, I wouldn't even say nuance.
Because it's what, a 2 to 6 player game, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
yep.
this is up to a 6-player game.
Because you have this little card thing if you're only playing
For
with
2
people.
players.
Yeah. So that you technically have a third
Right.
play.
Components.
You get 6
Decks of cards.
6 decks of cards. They're all identical except for
The color.
the color, and each ship is styled differently, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, the back of each card has a ship, like a different style ship to kind of differentiate. So if you're colorblind or whatever, you can still figure out like the differences there. Do the cards have different flags? No. So it might be hard to differentiate when they're face side up,
Right.
You know?
Right.
But I mean, when they're face side down, like they all have different backs, so
Right.
you know
which deck is which.
Yeah, which one's which there, which is really neat. There's one player aid card. I wish there would have been 6, one for each character or one player. That would have been nice.
Yeah.
We have each deck is 40 cards, and they're all pretty nice quality cards.
Oh yeah, every Stonemaier game we've played so far is nothing but top quality.
And your graveyard card.
Yeah,
It's pretty nice.
Get a cardboard
It's,
thing for your graveyard.
This is fun though. I like
And
the
your treasure chest, which is a set of 2 dials to track your doubloons.
It would be nice if they went the same way.
I really like that system.
Yeah.
One thing I really appreciate is, and I took a picture of it because I had to show you, when I was setting it up, because you have to build those dials, they are labeled left and right, so you know which wheel goes where. Because you know people would put the wrong one in the wrong way, and then have to disassemble the treasure chest and reassemble it again. So that was just really helpful and a nice little tip that they did there. I appreciated that.
So it's idiot proof is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your board game itself, like your board top, is just plastic and cardboard. I don't know what I'm going through. Anyway, it's cardboard. It's pretty thick cardboard.
Double-sided.
Yep, it's double-sided. So you have your easy side,
where everything almost everything is like beneficial to you and pretty easy to get bonuses in some way.
And even if you do get hindered by picking up something like a relic, it's not as punishing. This one is, you got a relic, you have to pay 3 doubloons immediately. That's it.
Yeah.
Then on the other side is your harsher side, and that side is depicting everything going on in a storm.
Yeah. So the stormy side of the board, going back to the relic idea.
Yes.
Where on the nice side, if you get a relic, you just pay 3 doubloons as a penalty, and that's it. You never have to worry about the relic again.
On the stormy side, the harder side, you get a relic, you have to pay a doubloon every turn.
Every night.
Yeah, every
single
night that you have that
and if you get multiple relics, you're paying 1 doubloon for each relic every night.
So
but if you're lucky enough to get the card, I forget what it was called. It was the one where you could get rid of one of your loot.
Yeah. I forget.
Because I got rid of one of my relics on the kind side.
Yeah. There's no way I'm going to find it.
Yeah, because at the end of the game, you lose your 3. You don't lose it immediately.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah, you lose 3 for every relic at the end of the game. That's right.
Yeah, whereas on the other side, you use it every time.
So, the board layout is really neat. And what's also really cool, it's something we didn't use in either of our playthroughs, is you get extra tiles here to go on top of your tokens, the things that you plunder on these islands. And you can either make them go to the hard side, make them nicer, or you can just really make it suck.
Yeah.
For the other players, or even you if you're unlucky enough to get it.
Yeah. And so the loot tokens, like the relic token and all that, for anyone who's played Azul, they are the same exact tokens, just with different designs on them. But there's really nice hard plastic square. Again, if you've played Azul, you know what these things are like.
They've got a nice, a nice little weight to them. They're only a few grams. They're not that bad. And
we said this in our Azul review that they're just like these little candies, you know.
Yeah, they remind me of Starburst.
Exactly. Yeah.
Side note that you can take those token cards. You can you can mix them up. Like you can put the stormy ones. On the side. Yeah. That would be fun.
Yeah. Definitely.
Is it wrong that I did better on the stormy side than I did on the...
I did so bad on the stormy side.
I did better on the stormy side, too.
Oh my gosh, I was so bad.
I think it's because we had a grasp of the game. I mean, it's very easy to play. Once you make it through your first day, it's just rinse and repeat, and it's very easy to pick up. It's also,
I'd say especially after your first voyage, which is the first third of the game.
Yeah, yes.
Then you're like, oh, this I know exactly what I'm doing.
So, if you have somebody playing with you that you tend to think the same, especially that first voyage, you're gonna screw each other over bad.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because in some of the situations, there is an obvious choice. And if you have a very particular play style, you're going to play that and you're both going to get screwed. Now, if that does happen, that you both play the same card, you go with your reputation. Mm-hmm. The better reputation is the one that gets to put themselves in an advantage. On the board.
Speaking of components, one thing I really like, Angie mentioned it, is you can randomize the different abilities that you get on the board. Which is really nice. Why? There's another weird. Are you hearing this? There's like a weird echoey thing going on again.
You may have one of us up too loud.
Maybe.
Probably Dan from when he was chewing into the freaking thing.
Okay, we're all even. So
did you notice this, like on these, when you play single player? Like, they have this little icon on them, and those are the ones that you use when you play single player.
Oh, I saw in the booklet that there were some with that icon, but I didn't look at them.
Because you don't use the relics when you play single player.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Automa.
I
don't think you do.
I can't imagine you would, yeah.
I don't know.
Speaking of components, though, I really want to mention the insert.
Oh my gosh.
Because every player gets their own spot in the insert. Yes. So you just reach in, grab a deck, pull it out, boom, you're good to go.
And as soon as you showed me that was one of those key things where you go, oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. Like, why can't every game do this? And, like, not every game can for many reasons. But,
yeah, I mean, mainly it's because of either the size of the game or just
the way the game's designed.
Exactly.
Like, not every game involves every person having their own deck of cards that's specific to them and all that. But oh man, it's so nice.
Oh,
it is so nice. Artwork is awesome.
The artwork on this is cool. Again, so your sky pirates and your animals. So as soon as he told me this when we sat down, Peter said, "Yeah, your sky pirates, but your animals." I said, "Oh my gosh, it's Tailspin." For any of you who remembers that great show from the 90s.
It's the best.
Tailspin.
Yep.
I still don't understand how a bear could fly a plane, but
I don't know. Robot Chicken had this big thing about it. They explained it pretty well.
So what worked? Like, any standout mechanisms in this game that really just made the game shine?
Yeah. The placement, how you determine who goes first.
Yeah, okay.
I thought
like the lineup of cards.
Yeah, like how you determine which player gets to go first, and the fact that even if you're not first, you can still benefit.
You want to be last so that you can pick your first,
depending on what card you have.
Yeah, depending on your abilities.
Depending on who what card you lay down and the abilities you get.
Because if you're not first,
you're last.
That's right.
Then you get the crappy relics.
Unless you're the what is
Bobby.
it?
Smuggler.
The smuggler.
Or the thief.
Or
Ricky Bobby.
God damn it, Ricky Bobby. What was that where he's
I'm a scissor kick you in the head.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Michael Clark Duncan. But yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. But for me specifically, it's after the lineup is made, the day abilities left to right, dusk abilities right to left. Like I never have thought of a game doing that before.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Of just swiping up, scrolling this way across the cards and then going back down the other direction. That was really clever, and I don't think I've ever heard of a game doing that before.
If there are other games we haven't
played them yet. Yeah, that's for sure. So that was really cool. I enjoyed that a lot.
You want to weigh in on this, Angie?
I'm sorry, I was reading the cards.
I've noticed.
We said, is there anything that really clicks in this game that like stands out?
I think some of their abilities are pretty fun. Like when you can steal crap.
Oh, yeah.
That's the best. We really use that to our advantage, I feel.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't. Because someone got rid of my thief.
Well, you didn't have very good strategy then, did you?
So
I feel like that was on... We had the thief on the Stormy side, didn't we?
Yeah,
we didn't have it on the
side.
Calm
Right,
side.
yeah.
Right.
Stormy side was just...
Chaos?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That was something.
It was great.
Really something. Is there anything that doesn't work?
There aren't enough doubloons. Well, even with that, that's the one component that I feel if you had an upgraded version, I would love to feel metal.
I'm actually pretty sure that there are metal coins.
Doubloons.
He makes metal coins for pretty much all of his games.
Because for this, I mean, that would be perfect. Now, the stuff that you get isn't bad. It's nice, it's thick, cardboard.
You just need to pay attention and, like, at the end of your turn, if you're supposed to get some, like, you just need to cash in or whatever.
It's not even that. It's just, there was a point where there were no 5 doubloon pieces left.
Maybe your higher denominations would be better.
There they are, 54 metal doubloon coins for $25.
We gotta get it.
I mean, if we're gonna be playing this game more, like,
yeah,
which we are,
Absolutely.
Which
Yeah,
we
yeah.
are. If we be playing this game more,
I can't believe that's the first time that's come up.
I know.
we need to get the metal monies.
That's right. You do.
I think they need, like, an actual
We need
treasure
the
chest
booty.
to be kept in, too.
How about you? Anything that didn't work for you?
So I have a couple. One, we had a big question, a recurring question of, do you take a loot token, if you're not on the board? Because it doesn't really say in the book.
Oh, yes.
All it says is that during the dusk phase, 1, you take a token.
Right.
2, you do your dusk phase ability. 3, if your character is on the board, you put them in your ship. That suggests that even if your character isn't on the board, you still take a token.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, it says each player with a character on the island takes the following steps. So I would assume that if you're
with
not
a player on the island.
you're not on the island.
There it is. So I just
And generally,
missed
you're
that.
not on the island because you
Some of your
you
cards.
did something
you
to
did
leave the
something and
island
you,
early.
You got
yeah.
loot anyway,
Or you've been killed off by the sword. Or things like that. So, okay, that clears that up right there. The other thing I was wondering about, this is more of a nitpick than a complaint. It's not, like, it's more of me just wishing for something nice. Wouldn't it be cool to have, like, a player mat of your ship? Where,
That would be awesome.
You could put your cards and, like, have, like, a little spot for, like, your discards or, your grave. Well, we have a spot for your
You have your graveyard. But yeah, like
a wingspan-esque.
Yeah.
You know what? I think we could probably come up with something and 3D print it.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
it wouldn't be that hard.
Totally doing it. Arr.
We be making a ship.
Arr, we be. We be getting the eye rolls from the lassies we are.
Arr. What's a pirate's favorite letter?
It'd be at R.
You'd think so, but it's actually the sea.
Oh!
You should be wearing your dad joke shirts.
I know.
I actually like that shirt.
It's a good one.
That is a good joke.
Can I tell one last bad joke quick?
Oh, God.
I'm ready for it.
All right. Pirate walks into a bar, sits down, orders a couple of drinks. Bartender looks at him and says, I can't help but notice, but you got the steering wheel of your ship in between your legs. And the pirate says, "Arr, it'd be driving me nuts." My dad loves that one. I think it's just the way I say it.
It's a good
No,
one.
I think that's just his personality.
Well, yeah,
That too.
Should make him listen to this.
Probably think we're a
Just
bunch
like
of
literally
idiots.
torture him with it. Make him sit there and listen to the whole damn thing.
In the car,
He's not
so
allowed
he
to
can't
talk.
escape it.
Like he can't open his mouth.
He's pretty good at tuning things out, though.
Yeah, it's true. We just keep turning the TV up. Just keep turning the volume up so you can't ignore it.
That's right. All right, so
but yeah, that's it. That's all
you have.
That's all I have to complain about. Really, like everything else.
I mean, so
it's so easy to play.
The ship, having your own little like play area with a ship, that would be cool.
Yeah,
that is something we could probably build to make it more entertaining to us. Anybody else, I mean, do what you will. You don't even need that. The game has everything you need.
Can I add something that I like?
Okay.
I love the tiles that sound like the Azul tiles. Ching, ching, ching.
They're so much like these old tiles.
Oh, I love that sound.
So much like them.
So, I guess now we're to the any favorite moments.
Yup.
I loved walking in and watching PJ pretty much cry because you took his stuff away.
So I've got a few favorite moments when it comes to that.
The little artwork on these tiles is not bad either.
No, so...
Like, they're color-coded.
I have to say some of my standout moments were...
stealing things from PJ?
Killing PJ, first of all, so he couldn't use a certain character, which was great. Although that did come back to bite me in the ass pretty hard. And using...
Yeah, I think that's one part that we didn't play appropriately, because we still took loot even if we weren't on the board. If we
So that's okay. That's something that we know now. And the second is using that thief. Using that thief to steal from an adjacent player was just... When I first used that on you, you're like, wait, what?
Well, then it happened again, though. The second time, I was in mid-sentence explaining something. I'm like, what?
Well, the surgeon card was good, too, because you could bring back somebody in your graveyard.
In your graveyard, yep. That's useful.
And the innkeeper, because you could take somebody out of your ship and put them back in your hand.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Those were all good.
So how about you?
I really enjoyed the end scoring of the first game, where Dan's like, I got 57.
Yeah.
And Angie goes, I got 58. What?
I beat you both times. I won the other side, though, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the second game overall.
I won the stormy side.
I won the first game.
Yeah.
But...
Did you or Kylan lose?
Kylan lost.
Kylan
lost by 1 point.
I think if she would have played the first side with us, she would have done better, probably.
No, I lost the second game.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
The second game, I lost, like, completely.
You lost bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was...
I had like 30-something.
I had 34, and everyone else was at least in the 50s.
Yeah.
At least.
Angie had 69, I had 58, Kylan had 57.
Yeah.
So she did kick your ass, and she didn't even play the first time.
Oh, yeah.
She played the hard side and kicked your ass.
I got wrecked real bad.
You got shipwrecked!
Well, I mean, and, you know, that second game, we weren't racking in the doubloons like we did on the first.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. It's harder. It's a lot harder.
It is a lot harder
to earn money. It'd be harder to make booty.
It'd be. Gotta get the little hook hand in there.
God, this is full of bad.
Because our listeners can totally see the hook hand.
It's for us.
I got termites in my legs.
That is not a southern accent.
I totally forgot about that.
I love Red versus Blue.
Oh, God.
Moving on to... Well, we did final moments.
Favorite moments. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. This game was a surprise.
Absolutely.
I did not expect... The playthroughs don't do it justice. Because I was watching playthroughs and... Man, it seemed so dry. Like, it did not seem like an exciting game at all.
Well,
it's the most exciting to figure out, like, once you flip your cards over, who's playing what.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Especially with you two, like we said, that think alike. Apparently, much more than anyone ever realized. I'm not really sure how you're different people.
That's what everyone says.
When you're together, you should just be called Pan.
Pan?
DJ.
Ooh.
That has a ring to it.
What's my initials?
So it's all about Dan still.
Yeah.
What else is new?
Yeah.
I don't know. JB still wants to do a podcast with you so he can call it PB&J.
Well, he needs to get his ass over here.
I know!
He needs
Play
to be
some Fallout.
sociable.
Yeah, listeners, Fallout is still on the way.
One day we'll get to it.
One day.
Just like you're gonna get back to
Frosthaven.
Frosthaven, yeah.
We need to... Actually, when do we want to do that? We're going to figure that out.
Don't look at me.
Well, that's the great thing about Gloomhaven and Frosthaven is you can swap players in and out. You can... Like, I could just continue solo if I wanted, and then you can just jump in whenever you want. That's what I did with Gloomhaven. Jump in, not jump on. Alright, yeah, but this game, just like every other Stonemaier game I've played, this is a win.
Absolutely.
This is a great game.
Like I said at the beginning, this is probably in my top 5 favorite games now.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hands
Now,
down.
okay, so now, I wouldn't put it that high for me. I don't know if I could do that.
I have to. I haven't had this much fun playing a game for the first time in a long time.
I don't think
true.
I've ever played another Stonemaier game, so it's...
Wingspan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the only one you've played, though.
Yeah, I don't think I've played anything else.
Scythe, Red Rising, Viticulture. So, another thing about Stonemaier games is he... and I think I already know your answer to this, is his games are designed to be like event games, like the main event, where most games are, like he doesn't want to make a filler game, or, or a party game per se. Like when you play a Stonemaier game, that's like the main course of the evening. Would you call this a main course?
Absolutely.
I figured you'd say that.
Absolutely. Just one playthrough, in my opinion, isn't sufficient. If you really want to get the full experience, you have to play on both. You have to play both sides of the board.
Yeah. This one is a lot like Root in that regard, where immediately we're like, we need to do it
again. Yes. Absolutely.
We had to.
That is another game that I would like to revisit, just because of all the possibilities you can play. I mean, there are like hundreds of possibilities, but it lends itself to a lot of replayability.
Yeah, it really does.
And this one does too, I think. Especially how your hand is going to be completely randomized, and the first time through, everybody's going to get the same thing.
Fun bit of pirate lore to end this evening.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that sailors and pirates would keep tortoises on their boats, because tortoises could go for really long amounts of time without eating or drinking. And so, to the point where sailors thought that they just didn't eat. Like, they just didn't need to. But there's an account of this one whaling vessel where they got hit by a whale, and in the journal, they said that turtles and people just flew into the air as this whale hit the side of their boat.
It was people, it was whales, it was tortoises all over the place.
It wasn't pirates, it was whalers, but I mean, same thing. Not really, but...
Were they on
Still involves the ship.
Yep, exactly. They were on a ship and they had turtles. But yeah, it was a fun little anecdote there.
I think, what was your side? What was your favorite side of the board?
Oh, calm side.
That's only because you lost on the other side.
Yes, exactly.
I have to go against you. The stormy side was the best.
I enjoyed the stormy side too.
It was more chaotic. It was
very chaotic, and I do appreciate it for that.
I feel like we got better characters when we did the stormy side.
Yeah,
too.
I think that's a big factor in it, is how you draw the cards.
Because clearly Dan doesn't know how to shuffle
I
cards.
shuffled, damn it.
Oh boy. That's why we got, 15, 16, 17 all in a row?
Yeah.
That's just the way the shuffle went.
Alright, everyone, I think that'll
yes,
wrap
like
it
Walter
up.
Cronkite said, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
I'll crumble your cookie.
Whoa, okay, let's calm down here.
Any other final thoughts before we wrap this up?
Buy this game.
And then play it.
Well, yeah, if you're going to buy the game, play it.
Oh yeah, don't let it sit on your shelf of shame.
Right.
Play the game.
Open the box.
Yeah. There are solo rules. I haven't played them yet, but I'm sure it's good because it's made by the Otoma Factory. Alright, everyone. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this week. That'll do it for us, everyone. Be sure to hit us up at gamesoverboard.com gmail.com. Email us at gamesoboard@gmail.com.
Make fun of Dan.
Make fun of Dan, please. No one's emailed yet making fun of Dan. I'm very sad.
Thank
I'll
you.
get on that
Thank
later.
you all
Excellent.
for not making fun of me. I appreciate that.
We Zoomed with fans. We Zoomed for an hour and a half with one of our Wellhouse Exorcism fans. So it pays to email. So please email us. Let us know what you think.
Also give us suggestions.
Bye, everyone.
See ya.
Later.